Good morning, it's June 5th, 2024. It is just 7 a.m. So every day I wake up and I have a certain amount of things I have to do. I have to do at least 3,000 steps. I have to do 25 minutes on the bike. I have to do my weights twice a day. I need to do yoga twice a day. The steps are okay because my basic life takes care of that, and actually, 4,000 is the achievable goal for a day, and I'll often get more than that. But that's what I have to get in a day. And the bike is by far because like I said before, I keep it on the tightest setting, so it is the most work. I mean, I can't move it off of the tightest setting because it's broken. It's stuck on that, but it's where I would put it anyway. So my day, by necessity, has to be segmented. And this is actually part of my superpower regimentation ritual, and having specific times for things, or how I get through the world, right? Like, once I find out how to do something, I will do it the same every time. So, I don't always wake up in the middle of the night, but I'd say about half the time I do. So I get up and I eat something. Last night I did, so I'm very tired. But I have to. Especially when I've been glutened as many times as I have recently. I really need to get some of those nutrients back. And with all of the physical exercise in a day, it's using up a lot of energy. Like, I will feel fatigue immediately upon getting off the bike. And I know this will ebb and flow with time. There'll be good days and bad days, and I'll get more used to it in 25 minutes. I do 10 minutes, and then at least 5 after. If I divide it up into chunks, it makes it so much easier for me than to just do 25 minutes to a half hour after work. First thing in the morning, I get food. I go through yesterday's orders and close them out. I eat breakfast. I have to, because I have to take pills. I like to eat my breakfast as close to 6 as possible, because of the timing for the rest of the pills throughout the day. So I really only take 3 prescription meds. But the Ursodiol I take 3 times a day, and I think that is probably the most important med I take. And it's really good for my condition, and I'm convinced it's why I feel so normal all of the time, as well as being gluten-free. Life is a lot better when I'm not getting glutened all the time. Although, the minute they cure celiac, I'm on it. It would make my eating life so much easier. I have to eat as much as I do, but I can't eat most of what's available. So, anyway, my first break, I get on the bike for 10 minutes. For my lunch, I go up on the roof for about half of it, and I just sit there and I just stare at the water. I'm not looking to talk to anybody. I don't want to wave at anybody, and I'm not there to participate in society. I'm just there for rooftop therapy. Just look at the ocean. Let myself exist without having to do something, without having to produce something. Get my vitamin D, although it's been pretty cloudy lately. I don't know how much vitamin D you get in a cloudy day. And then I'll come back about halfway through. Sometimes I'll get on the bike. Yesterday, because I found out that my gastro was no longer working at the office that I go to, I kind of just tried to find someone to talk to. My roommate was busy. Heather had stuff to do. And I did have to call my doctor, so I had stuff to do too. So most of my lunch yesterday was taken up with medical stuff. It's fine, it won't be today. My second break is bike. And then after work is bike and shower. You know, I take my pills after lunch. Sometimes as late as 2, because like if I don't eat until 8, then I can't take my pills at 11 if I've already taken them at 8. So the weekends I don't do this. So anyway, yeah, after shower I will do some extra walking if I want to go to the park across the street. If I want to go to the market, which is about 700 steps there and back, so it's like a block away, it's nothing. And I do yoga and aerobics, usually while I'm watching Twitch or something, or YouTube. And I'll do my weights once after my shower, and then later on after dinner. And then I'll have dinner and my other pills. And then before I go to bed, I have another snack, usually a yogurt, because it's 11 grams of protein and some sugar. And I've been noticing a lot lately that, especially after being on the bike, like my body wants sugar. It wants the cheap energy. It needs it. I don't know if I should indulge the body or if it's just how we get those cravings that aren't good for us for junk food. But considering how much energy my body uses up just living, I imagine at this point being on my bike, for 10 minutes is pretty rough on my system. There aren't a lot of extra resources, although my muscles are building up, My legs are harder. I weigh more because I'm very, very happy, because the point of all of this is not to lose any more muscle mass, and I'm not. It's coming back. There's no fat here. There's still that, but I try there's only so much you can do for your triceps without a weight bench. I try, I try my best, but as a woman, I am doomed to have matronly upper arms, especially at my age, especially after losing, 200 pounds very quickly. So, I can deal with some Hello Helens, that's fine. Who doesn't have them? I guess the very thin do not, but it feels good to get the muscle to feel like my body getting hard again, to feel a bulk. Because I'm very afraid of getting sarcopenia. My body lived off a lot of fat for a long time, and there's still fat. I'm still 40 pounds overweight. I weigh 100, well, actually, I weigh between 155 and 160 now, so 45 pounds overweight. But I think a lot of the new weight, anything over 150 feels to me like it's muscle, because the fit of my clothes isn't changing, but like the feeling of my legs and my arms and my shoulders is. And it's like I've said before, it's easy for me to get the muscle hard again, because it just gets soft. And thankfully I didn't feed off of it too much. I must have lost some muscle, but I didn't lose that much. And even my nutritionist was fairly impressed at UCLA. So the whole point of all of this is to make sure that I don't have to deal with sarcopenia in my 50s. I don't want to be frail. So that is why I have to segment my day to do all of this. And every day I wake up and I have to do it all over again, just like today. But it's okay, because you do it in like 5-10 minute chunks. It's nothing. Anyway, so that's my day, living with liver disease. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.